Welcome back, future medicos. In today's video, we are going to look at Yenepoya Medical College. This medical college is affiliated to Yenepoya Deemed University, which is located in Mangalore, Karnataka. So for this particular medical college, we are going to look at what are the number of seats available in this college for MBBS, what are the different category under which these seats are offered, how many seats are available for state quota, how many seats are available for all India candidates, what are the documents needed for each category, where should you apply to get a seat in a particular category, and then who will be eligible to fall under a particular category. And we will also look at the fee structure for each of the categories. And then finally, we will close the video with looking at the cutoff marks that were needed to get into this college in 2021. We cannot exactly predict what would be the cutoff for 2022, but the 2021 score might be a good enough score for you to do a kind of like guess, or you can use it as a guideline. Now with that introduction, come, let's get into the video. I will give you all the details that are necessary for you. Okay, Yenepoya Medical College affiliated to Yenepoya Deemed University. So as I said, we are going to look at the seat matrix, who can apply, where to apply, documents needed, the fee structure, and the 2021 cutoff, right? These are the details we are going to look into in this video. So first of all, totally, this college offers 150 MBBS seats, and these 150 MBBS seats are broadly classified into 4 categories. We have a state quota, that is Karnataka state quota. We have a management quota, or sometimes we call it as paid seats. We have Muslim minority quota. This is a Muslim minority college. Then finally, we have NRI quota. And the number of seats for Karnataka state quota, it varies somewhere between 12 or 13 seats. Last year, 13 seats were offered. It might change depending on the year. It may be 12 or 13. Management quota, 57 seats. Muslim minority, 57 seats. And NRI quota, 23 seats, right? The total will be 150. Now, who are eligible to get into Karnataka state quota? Only Karnataka residents, only the candidates of Karnataka state can get into this particular college through the state quota. Other state candidates cannot apply for this particular category. Now, where do you apply for this? You need to register with Karnataka Examinations Authority, or KEA. So those Karnataka candidates, the residents of Karnataka, they have to register with KEA if they are interested in the 13 seats offered under Karnataka state quota. Of course, Karnataka residents can also apply under the All India quota, but they also have the additional benefit of applying to KEA for this particular college. Now, let's come to the other 3 categories. Management quota. Who are eligible? All candidates, right? Anyone who has cleared NEET is eligible for this quota. There is no restriction. You can be from any state. You can be of any reservation. You may be unreserved candidate. You may be Muslim candidate. You may be Christian candidate. Doesn't matter. As long as you have written NEET and you have passed NEET, you are eligible for this particular category, right? Simple as that. No restriction. Muslim minority quota. Once again, any candidate across India, but the condition, they should belong to Muslim religion. Only Muslim minority candidates can apply, but they can be from any state. There is no restriction. And finally, NRI quota, again, a candidate can be from anywhere in India, or they may be living even overseas, but they should be an eligible NRI. The candidate should be eligible NRI, or he should be a NRI sponsored candidate, right? He is sponsored by a close relative to qualify under the NRI quota. Now, where do you apply to get a seat under one of these 3 categories? You need to register with Medical Counseling Committee, or MCC, and participate in the All India Counseling. Then you will be eligible for one of these categories. So if you belong to Muslim minority quota, then you can also apply for management quota. So you will be basically eligible for both, right? But if you are a non-Muslim, then you can apply only under management quota. Now, what is the fee structure for the various categories, right? I told you 4 different categories, 2 categories, that is management quota and Muslim minority quota. Both the fee structure is exactly the same, no difference, right? Some candidates are asking, sir, I am a Muslim, do I have a lesser fees? No, there is no lesser fees. The fee structure is the same. Now, how much is the fees? Okay, in fact, they have increased the fees from last year. So the annual fees now is 18.5 lakhs per year. So for the first 4 years, you will be paying 18.5 lakhs. And the 5th year, you will be paying 10 lakhs. So when you need to pay these 18.5 lakhs at the time of admission, or basically at the time of admission, then the second installment will be in 2023, 24, 25, and 26. Now, what is the total expense? 84 lakhs. So 84 lakhs will be the total cost of studying in Yenepoya Medical College. And this includes hostel and mess. Okay. So you can see here, no extra charges for food, laundry, and sharing accommodation. So basically, this total fees of 84 lakhs includes the college fees. It includes mess. It includes hostel. Hostel is compulsory for all students. Air-conditioned hostel charges extra at actuals. So basically, if you are using air conditioning, then the air condition probably they might be charging the electricity charges. They may be charging on a monthly basis. Laundry also comes in these 84 lakhs. You can have a laundry of maximum 30 pieces per month free, which is included in the 84 lakhs. But if you are going to put laundry for more than 30 pieces, then every extra piece will be charged at 10 rupees per piece. Okay. Then at the time of admission, you need to give 4 post-dated checks, right? You'll be paying 18.5 lakhs. In addition, you will also be giving 4 post-dated checks for the 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, and final year fees. Every candidate shall pay the remaining course fee in the event he or she discontinues the course. That means after the 2nd round, okay, after the 2nd round, no one is allowed to vacate the seat. And if you are vacating the seat after the completion of 2nd round, probably you can go out only after paying 84 lakhs. Okay, at any stage, even after 1st year or 2nd year, you don't want to continue, then you need to pay 84 lakhs and then only you will be relieved from the college. And please take note that this above fees does not include books, examination fees, etc. So probably there will be some examination fees at the end of the year. So that will be slightly extra. So you need to check exactly how much they are charging. I don't have the details. Now, these are the details for management quota and Muslim minority quota. Then if you come to NRI quota, NRIs can pay the fees only in US dollars. And the fees for the first year is 77,000 US dollars. That means at the time of joining the college, you need to pay 77,000 US dollars. And then subsequently, every year, 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, and 5th year, you need to pay 28,000 US dollars. So that adds to about 1,89,000 US dollars for the entire course. Okay. And whatever the terms and conditions I said for management quota and minority quota is also applicable for NRI quota. Now the fee structure for Karnataka state quota, right? The 4th category. This comes at slightly lower fees. The government quota fees as per last year. I do not know what is the fees this year, but last year it is 2,04,246. This is including the tuition fees and the university fees, 2,04,000. Hostel fees is about 1,50,000. And then there is a skill lab fees about 20,000. So roughly about 3.5 to 4 lakhs is the cost of studying for Karnataka residents. Whereas for others, it will be much, much higher. It will be like 18.5 lakhs. Whereas for Karnataka students, It's likely at a subsidized rate. So probably they are spending about 4 lakhs. Now, what are the documents required? For general category and Muslim minority category, these are the documents. You need the admit card, a copy of the admit card. You might have given the original admit card to NTA, but you need a copy of the admit card. You need the NEET scorecard. Once the NEET results are out, you need to download the scorecard from the website. Online allotment letter of MCC. So once you participate in the online counseling of MCC, if seat is allotted to you, you have to download the allotment letter and bring it for admission. So that is needed. You need 10th mark sheet, you need 12th mark sheet, you need transfer certificate, conduct certificate, migration certificate, and caste and income certificate may not be applicable for most of the candidates. But if you are applying under any particular community, then maybe you need to produce the community certificate. Domicile certificate, this is mainly applicable only for Karnataka state quota. For others, it may not be relevant. A physical fitness certificate, 4 passport size photos and 4 stamp size photos, copy of Aadhaar card, and you need to execute a bond, basically an undertaking. I will show you what exactly is it. It's basically an undertaking that you will pay the fees for all the 5 years. So this is not something to worry about. This is not like a bank guarantee, or this is not like a bond. This is basically an undertaking that you will be paying the 5 years fees. But also take note that Karnataka state has a 1-year rural bond. So probably that they will ask you to sign. So that you need to check. I don't have complete details about the rural service, but my understanding is anyone who is doing, even in deemed university, if you are studying, you may have to serve for 1 year in Karnataka rural side. Then finally, you also need 3 sets of attested copies of serial number 4 to 8 to be produced with the originals. 4 to 8, that is 10th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet, TC, conduct certificate, and migration certificate. Now, in addition to whatever the documents I showed you, if you are an NRI or NRI sponsored candidate, you need some additional documents, right? You need to produce all those documents I told you. In addition, you also need the copy of passport and visa of the parent and the student. You need the copy of the passport and visa of sponsorer in case if you are a sponsored candidate. If your parents are the sponsor, then you don't need this. The parents' document are sufficient. Sponsorship affidavit. So basically, whoever is sponsoring you, they need to take an undertaking and they should give a declaration that they are ready to pay the fees for the entire 5 years for you, right? It's basically, again, an undertaking by the NRI sponsor. And finally, in case if you are being sponsored by someone other than the parents, then you need the relationship certificate. What is your relationship between you and the sponsor, right? Because unrelated people cannot sponsor. They have to be your close blood relationship. Now, what is the undertaking? This is the undertaking. Basically, you need to submit it on a ₹200 stamp paper, duly signed by a notary public. Okay, don't worry. This is basically a declaration that you know the fee structure and you will pay the fees promptly for the 5 years. That's the undertaking. This format will be given to you once the allotment is given to you. Probably this will be published by Yenepoya. They will have the guidelines and you can download it from there. And finally, the cutoff marks for each category. What was the cutoff marks? What was the cutoff rank? What was the score that was able to get a seat in 2021? So I will show you for each category, what was the closing score or closing rank for round 1, round 2, mop-up round, and finally the stray round. I'm going to show you the score for all the 4 rounds. So let's start with management quota. For example, in round 1, the closing rank was All India rank 1,74,617. In terms of NEET marks, 414 marks. So when you come to round 2, for management quota, the closing score was 390 marks. But subsequently in mop-up and stray round, the cutoff has gone up. So you can see here, it's better to go into deemed universities in the round 1 or round 2. I strongly recommend If someone is interested in deemed universities, the best time to go in is round one, because round one, a lot of candidates may not prefer deemed university. They want to try government colleges. They want to try maybe government quota in private colleges, and then they want to come to deemed universities. But if you have a low score, say for example, if your score is somewhere between 300 to 400 marks, then probably you may not be able to get into a government college, or you may not be able to get even a private college in your state. If you are sure, then just go in round one and choose the best deemed university according to your choices, and you have a better chance of getting a good college in round one. Okay. And in case round one you get a college, you can upgrade in round two also. Okay. So try round one and round two. That's the better time to get into a deemed university. Mop-up round and stay round. Mop-up round typically, right, the cutoff goes up, and stay round is like a lottery, right? Don't even depend on stray vacancy round for admission. Okay, now this is the closing score. Basically, a candidate with 390 marks was able to get a seat. So roughly, this is the score you should be using it as a guideline, right? If you are around 390, then you should be thinking of getting into this college. Maybe your score is like 380, 400, right? You might be able to get into the college. Now let's also look at the Muslim minority quota. Muslim minority quota, the first round cutoff was All India rank 2,15,000. And in terms of NEET score, 383 marks. Round two, 378 marks. Mop-up round, 461 marks. And there were no vacancies for stray round. And then finally, the NRI quota, the first round was almost like 8 lakh was the closing rank, which means like anyone who has passed NEET, they could have got a seat, right? 131 marks was the closing score in round one. And then in round two, the closing score was 128. In mop-up round and stay round, there are no vacancies for NRIs. Typically, this is one of those colleges where all the NRI seats gets filled up. There are very few deemed universities, maybe like 5 or 6. They get all the NRI seats filled up, like Amrita, Ramachandra, KMC, right? These are the colleges typically get all the NRI seats filled, and Yenepoya is one of those colleges. It's somewhere like preferred by NRI candidates. Okay, coming to Karnataka state quota. Since there are many categories in Karnataka, this is a state quota. You can see here 2AG, the closing rank was All India rank 67,741, and equivalent NEET marks was 520. So round one, under category 2AG, the closing score was 520. For 2BR category, 507 marks. 3AG category, 544. General merit, 557 marks. SCG category, 425 marks. So these were the closing score in round one. And round two, it has come down slightly. For 2AG category, 515 marks. 2BR remained the same, 507 marks. It didn't come out below that. 3AG, the closing score was 526 marks. General merit 540, and SCG 421 marks. Now these are the closing score for round one and round two. I'm not sure whether there were any vacancies in mop-up round because I don't have the data for mop-up round. So you can take these as a safe score. Not sure whether there were any vacancies in mop-up round. Okay. So that's the information I wanted to share with you about Yenepoya Medical College. I believe this will be very useful for you for planning for counseling in academic year 2022-23. If you still have any doubts, if you still are not clear with anything in this video, you can leave a query in the comments below. I will try to address them as quickly as possible. Thank you. Bye-bye.